Right, and I do believe we are live again. There we go. For some reason my YouTube was doing a bit of a weird thing, but I do believe everything is now working. So we're gonna of course give it a couple of seconds for me to actually see if it all is going through. But I'm pretty certain we are now live. So yeah, welcome back everyone. Hello, to another live stream. We are gonna be building some more on the castle in today's live stream. So yeah, basically the same as the last one. There we go. I can now actually see it going through. So yeah, everything appears to be working. But yeah, we're going to be working more on the castle again in today's episode or in today's live stream. Because this is of course a big project that still needs a lot of work to be done to it. So yeah, I need to crack on with that. I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds for everything to really appear to be working, and yeah, that is seemingly the case. So there we go. Good. So what I want to work on in today's episode, of course, we made this part right here in the last live stream, and this is basically one of the towers which we should have multiple of in the world itself. I don't know the exact amount yet, but yeah, this is one of the towers. Of course, I only built like half of it. The plan with that is kind of to build the other, or yeah, that I don't need to build both sides because that's just a lot of work, and I don't want to do that in the creative world. So I'm not gonna waste my time doing that in the creative world, so to say. But what I want to work on today is the wall that's gonna be basically extended out of it. Because yeah, of course, a castle has big walls in between the towers, so that is what we're going to be working on in today's episode, and I want to make a nice design for that. Now, the thing is, these towers, they're kind of already in proportion, like this is how they're going to be in the survival world as well. But the big difference between the towers and the walls is that the walls, I don't actually know how long they're gonna be, because I'm gonna plan that out in the survival world as I'm going. So yeah, that I won't see, but of course the height and the width of it I will already plan out, because that is kind of difficult to do on the go in survival. So yeah, let's just start out with it all. I kind of have to get back into the flow, of course, a little bit with the building here. But I have been thinking about this for a little bit already, so I at least have some sort of plan already that I've kind of came up with. But now I of course need to put it into the game as well, which is not always as easy. But we'll see how we'll manage, I suppose. So yeah, what I was thinking, maybe with the walls, is that we have like quite big pillars in between every couple of blocks. So of course we're going to be basically having the wall right here. So let's just make a line like that real quick first, and we'll make it quite wide already, since these walls are not going to be small. So even in the design I don't want to start off too small or anything. So there we go. Just a little bit of that. Of course the terrain is not too beautiful here for the wall, but the terrain in the survival world will also not be amazing. So I think it's a good thing that I need to work around that already. And what I maybe want to do is like every 10-ish blocks have some sort of pillar out of spruce in here. So we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we will have a start of a new pillar right here. And I don't think these should be small or anything. I kind of think they should be quite chunky. So maybe a pillar like that. And then we kind of have that going all the way up to the top. This is just kind of a support beam for our big wall that we'll be having here. I think that makes sense. So we're going to start out with just this and see how it goes. Of course, eventually I will hopefully find some sort of flow in the building of all of this, and that will help us a lot. I kind of did the same with that part of the building. Eventually I kind of got into a rhythm, and then it all got a lot easier. So we're hoping that that's going to happen today as well. Now let's see, I might want to switch up the wood kind here to kind of make it different, but I don't really know to which kinds, because yeah, we of course don't have that many yet in the game. So let's see. I mean, a bit of birch might be weird, but in the middle here could work, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I don't dislike that, although I think We might want to bring it forward a little bit more. Let me think here for a second. So we're going to be having, of course, the wall right here. And then these big pillars to sort of support it. Although I must say 10 blocks is maybe not even enough in between these things here. Because, yeah, of course the wall is going to be really quite big. We'll go for 10 for now. We'll go for 10 for now. I don't dislike the way this is looking, by the way. I think we'll have some sort of rings through it as well. But to that we'll get a bit later, I suppose. And what if we were to have it completely like this? Now, that would mean that it has to come forward a little bit more. And I don't know, that doesn't make that much sense, I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. And let's see. So I want some sort of ring in through these. To kind of, you know, make them not be flat here. So we'll make this to quite a decent height. Of course, these walls are going to be quite tall. I'm thinking they're going to go up to around this height here. So that the towers are just a little bit taller. So, you know, they can kind of walk on the walls. That's kind of a usual thing you could do with those castles that I have in my head. So, yeah, that's the height we'll go for. Which is around here, I would say. So that's good. Let's bring this one up as well. Oh, that's weather clear. Of course, we will have to do that quite a bit in this world. Since for some reason the game really likes to make it rain in this world. I don't really know why, but there we go. And we'll do this one as well. There we go. And so then we have kind of like a beam of something right here. And what I should do now is actually bring up the wall itself as well. Now, of course, it has a lot of detail at this point here. And we're going to bring in all of that detail to this as well later. But right now, this is just the flat design. I don't even know if I'm going to fully stick to it just yet. So let's first do this part and then we'll do the detailing a little bit later as per usual. Because I don't want to, you know, get ahead of myself and then find out I don't actually like it. That doesn't sound like that great of an idea. So that is something we will not be doing. Anyway, there we go. We'll be having that up until that point, and then we'll technically have the stone after that. Although the stone does drop one back in comparison to all of the stone brick. But as I said, we'll pay attention to those kinds of details a little bit later. So boom, 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 boom. And then at the top it does turn into cobblestone, I believe. Because that is kind of the gradient that we went for. Which is actually already around this point. Of course, the stone itself is not that big of a part of it. So we'll have the cobblestone right here now. And then it turns kind of into like spruce woody kind of area. Which will actually be the top of this wall. So this part will go up a bit more than the tower did. But then the wall itself will not be as tall, so to say. So that's kind of what I have in my head right now. And now I just need to put it into the game, of course. Which is not always as easy as it might seem. Because we also have this in the way now. Do I want to... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get rid of this singular one. Since that kind of makes the most sense, I would say. So we're gonna just get rid of that one. And then we're gonna go like this. This. And I'm gonna quickly drink a bit of my yogurt. There we go. There we go. Alright. And now what I could do is just match these up. And have a string of that right here. I guess that could also work. Hold on. Let me redo what I just did a little bit here. I have come up with something that might be a little bit better. So we kind of have this in the wall here instead of being in front. There we go. And then we kind of have this here. Like so. And this just kind of comes together. Not fully, because that would take way too long. But just a little bit. So up until that point. And we have that and that. And let's take out these. And these. There we go. And then we have that right there. So something along the lines of that. Now, would I want a bit more chunk to it? I think a bit more chunk to it would make sense. So there we go. And then what we're gonna have here is basically a spruce background, as this turns into that kind of territory. And yeah, the walls will be a bit more clean, so to say, than the towers are. I think that makes sense, at least in my head. Yeah, something along the lines of that is actually not too bad already. Now we just need to turn this all into a clean part. There we go. And then something like this on top. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so we kind of have that now. Of course, as I said, more detail will be added to it in a second, don't worry. But kind of like an archway like this in between. And then here is where you kind of walk on top of the wall, so to say. Is this a good height? Yeah, I would say so. This appears to be quite a good height for that. So we kind of have it like this. A walkway right here. And let's see, so... Of course, right now this is all quite flat. I don't really know how to spruce that up just yet, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's see, I think we'll need some more of these. There we go. And let's see, so I could... Yeah, I'm thinking here, The brain is starting to work, hopefully, on how to make all of this good. Because, you know, a lot of castles kind of have like this pattern going on. And I do really like that. But I think I don't want exactly that with this building. So then the question becomes, how do we do it with this one? And I kind of want it to be with this, with the spruce, instead of, you know, actual, what's it called? The actual stone bricks, or whatever they're called. So yeah, I kind of want it to be with spruce. Maybe something along the lines of this wouldn't be too bad. Something along these lines. Although that would not be even as of right now, of course. So we need to make that into something even. Which is not too easy, but we should be able to do that. Hold on. We'll do that. There we go. That. And then I guess we can kind of have this right here. And I think just like that, we could kind of have that effect. Just not in like too much of an effect, so to say. Although that looks a bit silly with those stairs there, so let's get rid of those. There we go. Yeah, then we kind of have that like crown-ish effect. This is kind of what I wanted. Yeah, this is pretty good. Now, these of course need to be a bit higher. They should match up with that one right there, which I believe is that height. So we'll do that right now. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. There we go. So now those kind of match up. Let's quickly grab you as well. There we go. And then, I must say, I'm not too disappointed with how that is starting to look. Of course, as I said, it is quite flat still. We might be able to make that look better already just by adding details in like this. Maybe not exactly like this though, but hold on. Although, actually, I don't dislike the way this is starting to look. Let's see. Then on the back here, we wanna maybe do something along the lines of this. With this here. Might look a bit weird right now, but I think this could be quite cool. Potentially, it's worth a shot, of course. So let's see, does that look cool or not? Oh no, that just gives us a light area right there. That's of course something we do not really want. It does look quite cool, but not exactly as I imagined it. I think we need some more color in here, and I'm thinking I will do that once again with the birch, because, well, that worked quite well last time around as well. So let's quickly break all of this up. There we go. And we'll make it like kind of this. And this. And then... I mean, if I just do that, that's also not horrible or anything yet. I think that's actually kind of decent already. Just a bit much. Maybe literally only that would be good already. I mean, yeah, as I said, it's not horrible and it doesn't need that much detail to it. So it's an alright start. I just feel like there's something missing here though. What if we cobble it up? Let's see, we do a bit of where's the stairs? There you are. Bit of this instead of spruce. Might sound a bit weird, but I think this could work. Potentially, don't quote me on it, but yeah, I think that could kind of work. It's just still missing something. Let's see, what if we open that up now? Then we see the underside of that, and that's something I never really like. I don't like the way the logs look on the underside, so let's not do that. Maybe all we're missing is just this row right here. That could be the case. I mean, yeah, that's already a bit better. Just something along those lines. Yeah, it's not horrible. I think we're gonna go with that for now. So this is of course where we're then able to walk on the walls. And then every wall has its own little, yeah, little tower point in the middles. And these are like, yeah, they're repeatedly here. So every 10 blocks, or another 10 blocks in that direction, there will be another one, etc, etc. And then some walls will maybe have 4 of them, some maybe only have 3 of them. Just kind of like that, really dependent on the width of it. But I do need to keep in mind that they should still be symmetrical. So I don't want to end up with a wall that doesn't allow an exact number of these. So that's something I need to keep in mind here. But it should be quite doable. Now, on top of these little pillars, we might want to add something as well. Just a small smudge of something. Just to keep it a little bit cooler than, you know, being flat. Let's see, we'll do this real quick. I think, let's see, of course, when you're walking on the wall, this should also look cool. We don't want this to be right here. So how about we add in actually the same on this side, just not all the way to the bottom, because that would be a waste of materials and time. So kind of just have this here. And we do end up with this part as well. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have this on top of all of these. There we go. So then this is kind of like, yeah, right here. Of course, the wall is, let's see, gonna be around this wide, I would say. So yeah, there's plenty of walking space right here. And breathing room. So we don't need to be really worried about these. Like, these are chunky walls. So yeah. A bit of an obstacle right there is not all that bad. Let's just say it like that. But let's see. We'll do this. Fill it all in just so it's already in place. Boom, boom. There we go. And then I guess it would make sense to also have this on this side. Like that. And then maybe a bit of a edge around it. Like so. Yeah, I mean, that's not really needed. Maybe just something along these lines would be fine. Something like that? No, I also don't really like the way that's looking. Maybe just a little something like that. I think that's fine. And then, as I said, I kind of wanted a little bit more on this. And I think this might be a cool spot for flags to be. So we kind of have like a flag point. Let's see. If we just do this here, how would that look? That looks a bit dumb, I guess. I think we should stick to the wood here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go like this. Then these right here. There we go. And then that there. And then on top of that we'll have the fences with some wool. Because we're gonna be making some cool flags, and I guess we can also design a bit of a flag right now. It might not stay like that, but yeah, why not? I'm also gonna drink a bit more yogurt real quick. There we go. Oh, it is raining again. There we go. And we're gonna make a bit of a flag here. Now, I am not too great at building flags, I'm gonna be honest. I also think this doesn't look completely right. That also doesn't look right though. Maybe I want these to be right here and then this here with that kind of in place. Hold on, let's give that a shot. Otherwise I think it looks a bit too flat up the top. Like, that just didn't look amazing to me yet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, boom, boom. I also don't know if this is gonna look all that amazing, but what if we do that? I guess that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know. It feels a bit flat. Maybe I need to change it up completely. How do I make this look good? That's the question, of course. I still kind of think that the spruce pillars should have some sort of slab on top of them, just to match up with that side. So let's keep it like that. But then maybe something like this, and instead of the flag being like really small at the bottom here, we kind of want to, you know, extend the width of it, so to say, like this, and then have it be kind of random up at the bottom here, kind of something along these lines, just to really make it feel like it's a stable, you know, flag point, because, you know, it's gonna be a big flag, so it kind of makes sense. Something like this, and then we have the wool right here. And with flags you kind of want a bit of the wind, of course, in it, so we'll do it like this, why not? And let's get a feel for how tall this thing should be. I think around 5 blocks tall is quite good. So now we kind of have that, and I think we should have one more backdrop right here, just to bring a bit more life into it. And that should probably also be free white now that I think about it. So there we go. Boom, boom. And yeah, that's alright. It's alright. It's a bit flat still, but I think the pole at least looks good, so to say. Now we just need to bring a bit more life to the flag itself. So how about we bring in these edges right here. Something like this. Bit of a flag, and then, how do you make flags feel alive in Minecraft? That's always something I've never really been able to do yet. So this is a bit of a fun challenge here. How to make a good flag? I don't know. Well, definitely not like this. Cannot believe we're struggling with this the most right now, but hey, it's fine. We'll also actually bring out the pole up till the top. I think that would make sense. So there we go. And then I think it's a bit chunky still. So let's take that back a little bit. There we go. And then do I like this or do I not like this? I think it's still a bit too chunky. But now it looks kind of like a pointing hand, so that's also not good. How do you make a good flag in Minecraft? I don't really know this. Huh. How would you go about that? Let's see. We'll remove it all real quick. And we'll also make it red this time around. I think that's a bit better. We're gonna actually make the... Come on, not do that. There we go. The thing be like right there the whole time. There we go. And then a bit of a wobbly whoop in the beginning and a wobbly whoop at the end. Let's see, how would this already change up things? Just having it be a bit more, you know, curved. And then a bit more of something like that. Alright, we're starting to get somewhere, I think. Maybe a bit less curved though. And then a bit more height up at the top. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. It's a bit weird still. It's a bit weird. I think... Oh my goodness, I'm really bad at making flags, I think. I think that is what I'm really starting to find out now. I mean, yeah, that's not great. Ooh, I really don't know. I could look it up real quick. Hold on. Boom, boom. I know for you right now there's not much happening. But yeah, okay. Okay. I guess maybe just adding in a bit more color might already help here. Although I don't really know what kind of color I even want in here, but let's just start out by doing this. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll make it be something like this, I don't know. Just a little wobbly boop. Why not? Nope, that didn't really change anything. Okay. I think I need to scratch the flag idea right now. I need to do some inspiration up and do this at another time when I'm actually capable of making a flag. Because as of right now, I don't think I really am. I'm noticing that this is just not succeeding right now, so to say. I do kind of, oh, there we go again. I do kind of like the way the pole was looking, but for now we'll leave it all be. So there we go. And I will come back to this at a later date, because yeah, I'm struggling with it a bit too much right now. Anyway, so we have all of this in place. And I think it would be a good idea to copy this to this side as well, to see that happen. And also, of course, you need to add in the detailing work. And then maybe something to do with all of this as well. Of course, yeah, we need to be able to go into the tower also. So let's do that right now. We'll copy this one first. And I think it is a good idea to actually experiment with the fact that we are going over different heights here. Since we'll be dealing with that in survival world as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is where the new pillar is going to start out again. And it's going to be like this, let's see, and this again. And then, of course, it all goes up. We didn't really reach the point of an actual height difference yet, so that's fine. It's a start of something. It's a start of something. Anyway, this goes all the way up to this point, of course, and then we need to do that with all of them. So let's just start out by doing that exactly. And then we're going to be making the wall in between that as well. And I think, for example, this wall right here would maybe be like 3 of these wide. Three pillars in the middle. So we now have 1, 2, and there might be a third one. And then the fourth one is actually another tower. Something along the lines of that. And then we do have a pretty, yeah, decently sized wall, I would say. But we'll put it into reality first before I, you know, say that with certainty. Anyway, boom, oh, boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then the last one, of course, is the birch. That is also quite important. Now, I also wanted to maybe break this part up in the middle as well. Now, I must say, I think it's less needed now that I see it all with all of the other details already in place. So we're gonna, you know, not do that just yet. Let's first of all focus on the other parts that are also quite important here. For example, we first need to add in this part of the wall with the stone bricks again. Boom, 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 boom. And this is, of course, going to take a little bit of a while again, but it is fine. This will give us a greater feeling of how it is going to look in as a total picture. So yeah, it's quite an important part of doing all of this. So there we go. Now, I might leave these walls actually kind of flat, so not as detailed as these walls, because the detailing that I will be doing to these is the same as this one. So, you know, I already know what it is supposed to look like. And since this is the sketch kind of for the survival world anyway, I don't really see a reason that it needs to be done on each and every single wall that I built. So maybe we will scratch that for now, so that we can save more time just actually building or designing new parts of the building, so to say. Just because, you know, I don't really need to make this building, of course, as perfect as it's going to be in the survival world, since, yeah, this is just the design for it. But we'll see. I think that is how I'm gonna do it, though. Anyway, let's first of all make this all happen here. And then we kind of have the same pattern here. I think these patterns will just be completely the same. Don't really need to change it up, I wouldn't say. So we go up here. Place this in. And yeah, however many, of course, middle pillars there are going to be, that's how many of those things there are going to be as well. we'll just have 1, 2, 3, etc, etc. So that's nothing special. It's just a little bit of a, yeah, this is the design of the wall, right? Nothing special about it. Anyway, we go up like this, and then the same on that one. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. And now also, of course, this part real quick. Pop, pop. And there we go. It is really as simple as that, I do believe. And now we need to just quickly copy the complete same thing in the middle here, which is also really not all that difficult to make, to be honest. So we can just crack that out real quick. If I can fit through the gap, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. And, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I need to go back. There we go. Boom. And boom, boom. Oh, no. There. And let's see now, the slight difference between the top half and the bottom half is, of course, that this stair is kind of going into that slab. And this stair is not. But I don't think that's really a big deal here. Like, that you would not notice that from the ground anyway. And so I don't think that is really, yeah, a big deal. I'm not gonna worry myself about that fact. So we'll just ignore it. If you don't tell anyone, no one will know, right? So, boom, boom. And boom, there we go. Placed a couple of stairs in the wrong spot, but that's fine. And I do believe these are just normal planks. Nothing special going on there. And of course these drop back, so like that, and then just 3 planks right there. Alright, easy peasy. Then we have these here, these here, and just slabs on top, also not too difficult, alright. And then we kind of just need to continue this part up until this point, there we go. And we just fill it all in here. Like so. There we go. So yeah, here we of course have the walkway again. Nothing special going on here. I also don't know if I'm gonna keep it just a flat. Oh, I have some cramps right now. Ah, oh my goodness! I just my hamstring just started cramping really bad there. Okay, that might have sounded a bit weird to you, but oh. That hurt. Okay, wow. I don't even know how that happened. I didn't train my legs today. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that happened. As I was trying to say, I also don't know if this is gonna stay flat spruce all the way through. Because, yeah, right now it's of course just a flat walkway of spruce. Same with this, it's just a flat walkway of oak. And we might change that up in the future. I don't really know yet. For now, it's just a placeholder. I'm gonna quickly drink a bit more of my yogurt though. There we go. Alright. And let's see. So now we have that part again. Should be quite doable. Wait, hold on. On what spot is it? There. Okay, good. I did actually place it in the right place there. And then we have these, and this one right here. There we go, and I do believe they are now similar, or the same actually. Although for some reason this one has the dark effect here. I guess we can remove these blocks and that will fix it. No. Why is there a difference in those two then? What? Why is there a difference? I swear they are completely the same. Oh my goodness. Oh, there might be no blocks behind this one. And there are right here. I think that is the problem here, right? Yes, that does appear to be the problem. So does that mean if I were to add torches to the backside here, will that actually also make it so that there's even less darkness, so to say? Like even a bit of light coming through? That would be quite nice. Just to, you know, really make it pop. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Okay, good, good, good. So then that's a nice little trick I can use, I suppose. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Now, this is kind of how the wall would look. Of course, yeah, as I said, the detailing will have to be done to it as well. But then you kind of have this repeating all the way through a wall. That's kind of the idea here. Nothing too complicated we've built just yet. And I think this is a good start of the wall design. So I'm quite happy with that. Now I think this can definitely be continued though. So maybe along the lines of this. We kind of have like this going on. Something along these lines. And then something right there. What could be cool? What could be cool? That's the question. This is very much out there, but how would that look? Something along those lines. Yeah, it is a bit far-fetched, I will admit. That is a bit far-fetched. I do like that. I think this could work, but it's just the colors don't match, so we're not gonna do that. And then this is just a bit too boring, I would say. So I kind of want a block there, but I just don't really know what kind of block should be right there. Oh, this is a tricky one. A tricky one. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to remove you. Because yeah, of course this looks a bit weird right now. Could also become a bit chunkier than it is right now, I suppose. Like actually have it be like this. Just to make it make more sense. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And then we kind of have like this right here maybe. There we go. Something quite simple, but as I said, just a small thing to change up the vibe here. With maybe some walls in between them as well. Maybe not that many walls though. There we go. Maybe not there, maybe here. Although they would connect, so that of course looks a bit weird. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're connecting. That's a problem here. How about the slabs right there? Maybe that would work. Yeah, that's not horrible. That's not horrible. But yeah, we cannot continue that. I think that's fine though. I think I like the way that that looks. It just a little bit more depth and a bit more detail to otherwise a quite flat, you know, pillar. So I think that is a good change up right there. So I like it, yeah. I think I like it just like that. I feel like there should be something at the bottom down here as well, but I really couldn't think of what. So for now, we're gonna leave that be. And we're also gonna add in these on this side. Which is easier said than done, because now I need to copy what I did before. Boom, boom, right, yep, boom, boom. And then this kind of goes like that and that. No. It goes one higher, okay. Almost did it correct, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Nice and simple. There we go. And then we have these being right there. Right, cool, cool, cool. Let's also add in the slabs at least to this part. Actually, the entirety of this wall needs to continue over here as well, of course. So let's just quickly do that. Boom, 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 boom. Make it all make sense. There we go. And there we go, alright. And also, I'm pretty certain I changed this up, right? Yes, so like that. Just to make it not too flat. There we go. And now we need to add in these as well. Oh, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. And there we are, alright. Then this gets placed right here. This here, this here. Boom, boom, boom. And boom, there we go. And then of course the wall kind of continues over here, but you know, I'm not going to be making the entirety of the wall, because then we also need to make the next tower, which I don't feel like doing right now. So we're not going to be doing that. But this is kind of how it would start to look then. And I'm quite happy with this. Like, I don't think this is a bad look. Now it looks quite weird right now, and that's purely because it's so flat. Like, look at the difference between the two wall kinds right here. That is simply because these ones are detailed and these ones are not. I'm gonna quickly drink a bit more yogurt, by the way, so there we go. Alright, there we go. So yeah, since this one is so flat, that changes up a lot of things in how it looks. I think if this one was as detailed as these walls are, then it will actually look quite good. I do really like the way the birch is looking as well. I still think 10 blocks might not be super much in between each one, but it's also not too little. So it's just about on the edge of being okay, so to say. So yeah, then we of course have another tower with like a wall, another wall right there, and then another tower. Okay. Now the idea kind of here is that we're also gonna be having these walls sideways. So what I want to do with the castle, if we go up a lot, I don't want the castle to be like pillar here, then a wall, pillar, wall, pillar, wall, pillar, wall. So a square, because I think that would be a bit boring. I kind of want it to be like a line here, then maybe a line like that, maybe a line like that, and then boom, boom, something along the lines of that. So I kind of want this to go in this direction. So we're also going to be making this wall, but then diagonal, which is quite a challenge, I will admit. That's not something that's super easy to just do. But I think that will make the castle look way better, simply because, you know, it's not a flat, it's not a square. Like a square castle just kind of sounds boring. And I want it to be, more of an octagon or something like that, or I don't know, more sphere shaped than square shaped, so to say. So that means that I now need to somehow transform this wall design into a diagonal one, which is actually not that bad, I don't think. I think we should be quite capable of doing that. We just need to put our minds to it. So we're gonna be going like this. Now let's start out by fully understanding what's going on here. So yeah, we kind of have a block after this. So the pillar is in front, then we have a block behind it. Okay. That's important to understand. Then those walls are 10 wide before a pillar appears again. So that would kind of mean right here. Not here, but here. And then this is block 1, 2, etc. And that is of course quite tricky, but it does make the most sense, I would say. Yes, I think that would make sense. And then we could do just a straight line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have pillar here. Right? That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yes. So then we could have the pillar like this again. Just being right there. Although I guess the pillar also needs to be sideways. How do you make a pillar like that sideways though? Oh, now we're getting in some really interesting territory, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess just this wouldn't really work, would it? Would this work? No, I think what we need to do is actually make it be like this now. To still have that drop back effect. But it still needs to be too wide. Hold on. I'm just gonna do a bit of experimenting. It's really annoying that we're right above a pond here. That's like the worst spot to make this. So let's just quickly cover up a little bit of it. There we go. And let's see. So we kind of have it like this. And then this. Would this like work? That's the question though. That is the question. It kind of would. I mean, it's a bit thicker than, of course, the pillars over there were. But it kind of would work, I suppose. Now, to make it less thick and fully make sense, I guess it would be more like this instead. But I feel like this would also not be too pretty. Oh, you can't be kidding me. There we go. This would also not be pretty or anything. No, I don't really like the way that that's looking. And just this is a bit weird as well, I suppose. Right? Because then it kind of just comes in front instead of in the back. It's not easy to deal with these kinds of problems. I will admit. And I'm not even making the diagonal wall yet. We're just making a pillar here. Now we could just have it be like this. Don't get me wrong. And then, oh, now I just started to think about the fact that we could make it straight after this and then diagonal again after that. Oh, that would be quite cool as well, because that kind of means that any wall could become diagonal. Because then, like, this one could become diagonal after that as well. Which is really cool, in my opinion. It is definitely more difficult, but it is really cool. So it is kind of worth playing around with. And that would mean that each pillar is kind of like the same here. So we don't change the way these pillars look. So every time they're just always like this, so to say. Because then we can just work around that. Like, let's say it stays being diagonal, the wall just continues right here. Like, this is where it would continue, you know. Boom, 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 boom. So then it would match into it and it will go out of it again. I must admit it will look a little bit weird from just this angle, because then you don't really see the birch. But, I mean, that's one very specific angle. I guess this is kind of the best way to go about it. What I also maybe want to play around with is not having the walls completely like straight diagonal, but more in this way, which is also quite difficult. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that is 4, 7, 11. Wait, what? How wide were these again? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, yeah, so that one is 11 wide. We could do the same, but then like this. Like this. Let's see, now I really need to put on my thinking hat. And then like this. And I do believe these are now 10 wide again. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a pillar right there. And I think that is probably the better way to do it. Because look, alright, this looks a lot better than it being completely a straight diagonal. Because a straight diagonal just looks a bit weird. With this you can actually see a bit of, yeah, slices, so to say, you know. It's, I don't know, yeah, I think this is the better option than making it completely straight. I didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna go with it like this. And then we have the pillar right here. So that does mean I need to move over the whole pillar here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And we'll get rid of all of these as well, of course. There we go. So, yeah, since we're now adjusting ourselves to whatever height we are reaching, we do need to make this reach the bottom. So there we go. And then this is right there. It's kind of like into it, I guess. Or we'll do it like this. Would that make sense? I mean, we could also have it be like that. Would that make sense? Oh, now it's getting difficult in my head. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this though. Which is not the same as I did with the straight wall, I will say. So that means we have a bit of difference in that. Which is not, I don't think, a bad thing. Wait, did we have that with the straight wall actually? Let me see, maybe we do. Oh yeah, no, we do. So I guess it is now, yeah, it is in sync because of that. So that's, I guess, a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna drink a little bit more of my yogurt again. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna have this pillar like that. Just straight on. Although, oh, this is so difficult for my head right now. This is really doing me in. I'm so confused by every shape I need to make right now because we're doing it diagonal, which is fun, by the way. I enjoy it being difficult. But now I need to choose whether or not I'm going in that direction or this direction. I'm guessing we should go in this one, because that is the design we had in mind here. So there we go. Yeah, we're gonna be doing it like that. Then we'll have this one here as well and this one here as well. There we go. And then the wall kind of just continues magically right here. And as I said, we'll have another diagonal here. So like that. That. And I think that. Is that correct? No, that's not correct. Is this one even correct? Yes, because this one is facing that way and that one is facing that way. Meanwhile, these are all facing the same way. Can you like tell what is wrong with that one? I don't know. It's hard to completely explain it. But yeah, there's a yeah. Now it's correct. Let's just say it like that. It's quite difficult to completely explain what the difference is, but you can see it at least. I think so. We'll just go with the flow. That's how we're gonna do it. Anyway, boom, boom, boom. Let's get rid of that again. There we go. I'm also quickly gonna remove most of these spawns real quick, because it is really quite annoying for the building process here. There we go. That part can stay, that's fine. Boom, there we go. Alright, and these just drop down like that. There we go. Okay, so then we have it like that. So then the wall would be in that way. Now, as I said, the pillar looks quite thick from the sides here now. So it feels like there's less wall in between than there was with those walls. But that's okay. I mean, I don't think that is per se like a bad thing. Now what we have here is another one of these, and then this. Kind of like that. And I think this one will actually become a straight one again. So then we have that cool difference in like, you know, sideways. And then all of a sudden it goes straight again, you know? I think that could be a really cool effect if we have it like that. Yeah, I think if we make the layout of the castle be like that, where it's not just straight lines, even when they go diagonal, they're straight lines. No, it's just like a little wobbly, right? A little whoop, 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 instead of straight, straight, straight. I think that is quite a cool effect to give to this building. Now, as I said, this does feel quite small now, especially in comparison to these bits, but I think it's fine. I mean, to be fair, these are also not that wide, like in feeling or anything. So yeah, we're gonna go with it for now. So time to put this into action now. We need to actually make it the diagonal wall here, which is definitely not easy, by the way, but we'll give it a shot here. So I first of all kind of need to know until which height we go here, of course. Now, the thing is with a building like this, since we're on different levels, like some start a lot lower than others, the question becomes, do I want the top of the building to still be straight? So do I want this height of this floor here to be the same as that one, even though, you know, the floor is lower there? Or do I actually want a differentiating height on top as well? Because that is something you could do. I mean, that's something real life castles actually also have. You know, they are not the same height all the way through on their walls or anything. But I think I don't want to do that. So just in this scenario, I don't think I want that to be the case with my castle. I think I want the top to be all the same level, so to say. Now we're gonna start out by doing this, so I know the height here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this is actually supposed to be a straight line, of course. So there we go. And then we kind of have this here. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. We'll remove this all for now, because this is not actually gonna stay in place. This was just kind of here to make sure I know what I'm doing here. So that's the height of that, and above that we go with 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those. That's kind of why I wanted to do that. So there we go. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. There we go. Now we need to also make all of these that height, of course. So let's quickly go ahead and do that. Boom, boom, boom. And this is quite a tedious little process again, of course, but hey, whoop-de-doo. I mean, just wait till we have to make this all in survival. That's gonna take actually, yeah, just super long in comparison, of course, because, yeah, I need to gather everything as well. I cannot fly, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, the fact that it's already taking this long in creative is kind of showing of how long it will probably take in the survival world. But that's fine. I've said this in the series itself as well a couple of times now. This is going to be a mega project, so I don't really mind the fact that it's, you know, going to take a long time as well to build. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, there we go. That is those two pillars built up. Now we need to make this one. And then we at least have the height in here. And then we need to make the wall itself, which is also not going to be easy or anything. But we should be fine. I think the most worrying part about this part is going to be the diagonal middle top bit. That is going to be quite difficult, I think, but that is fun. Yo, Ollie, it's been a long time. How have you been? Hey, Ormanix, welcome to the stream. I've been very good, thank you. It has indeed been a very long time since I last saw any comments of you. How are you? Welcome to the stream, as I said. Let's see. I now need to know the height of this, which is not easy. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we start at this side. Okay, that's easy then. Oh, I already forgot everything. But yeah, welcome, Ormanix. It has been a long time. Where have you been, I guess? And stuff like that. Like, yeah. Let's see. I'm building, by the way, for those of you who are just joining in right now. I'm building the castle design for the survival world. Yeah, it's a big project, so we're designing it in creative first, so I at least have a bit of knowledge of what I want it all to look like. Now, I am working on the stone part here, which is not easy, but there we go. Boom, boom, boom. We'll just see if I do the correct height here in a second. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Right. And I think it was 2 times 3 and then 2 on tops. So this, boom, boom. And then I believe these are the same height. We'll quickly double check it. Whoop. Yes, nice. Okay, so then it's 3, 3, and 2 for stone as well. I remember that being like that, so that actually makes my life a lot easier here. So there we go. I'm just gonna add in all of these. Now, I'm still not gonna be adding in the details to this wall or these walls either. Once again, I'm gonna leave them flat just because, yeah, it already takes a long time to design them themselves, let alone the detailing. So we're gonna ignore that for now. Now, doing that in survival is gonna be an interesting challenge to say the least, I think. But that's fine, that's fine. I'm pretty certain these are just 3 tall. So 3, boom, 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 boom. And there we go. And now we just add in this part right here. Okay, so that is the first part of the wall here done, the easy part, so to say. Now it's kind of weird because we haven't made this side, but I really don't feel like making that side because that's a lot of work. So we're not going to be doing that either. Which will make it look a little bit weird, but we'll just have to accept it. I mean, it's all a sketch anyway. It's not actually, you know, the building. Like, this is not what I'm proud of having built. That is the result of making it a survival. I'm going to quickly drink a bit more yogurt, by the way. There we go. Alright, and now we need to copy and paste this onto that wall. But of course it's not going to be as easy as that, because this one time it's diagonal. So the question becomes, how do I do that? I could also just make it completely new since it's diagonal. But yeah, let's see. We'll start out giving it a shot. Now I think this one is basically at that height. To make it completely the same, it would be like this. And then I guess this on top, this here. But then yeah, once again we reach that point of how do I put into perspective that it's diagonal. I mean, we could make it like that. Guess that would kind of work. It kind of works. We'll do that for now. And then this here. And then I believe we have reached the middle point. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We'll give it a shot. Let's see how far we can get doing it exactly like this. It is, as I said, a bit weird because it's diagonal, but could be quite fun. Now how do I do this? Just like this. Boom. Boom, boom. And then we'll have it like that. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. And that. There we go. Okay, I think, all in all, that's not a bad way of doing it. Like, that was successful. Now we'll add in this part right here. Otherwise, yeah, the backdrop will look a bit weird, of course. So there we go. Okay, yeah, I'm not disappointed so far, and I'm pretty certain it just links up in the middle part here, right? Yes, it just links up. And so that should be quite doable with this one as well, because we just do this and then it's linked up. So yeah, that's simple enough, that's simple enough. Then we have stair here, stair. And just slabs on top of these. So far so good with making it into a diagonal part. I must say I'm quite satisfied with it as of for now. The most difficult part is of course this area right here. But I also think this should be quite doable. We'll kind of have it be the same of course, but just a bit different I guess. If I do it like this, it is technically the same. There we go. And can I get a block in here from this point of view? No, but we'll just do it like that. Be a little sneaky. There we go. Oh, not fall off. There we go. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. And then, of course, these ones become technically cobbled. To make it make sense with the other thing. But I think we are better off actually doing it like this. Nope. Hold on. Boom, there we go. Yeah, so now we have it kind of being turned inside out. Instead of the cobble being on the outside, we have it now in the inside. And I think that works a little bit better just with this specific scenario, because we're doing it diagonal now. Yeah, I don't dislike the way that is looking. I must say, I'm actually quite proud of the fact that I've managed to make this into a diagonal thing kind of on the first go here. Now the question becomes, did I actually do it at the good height? Correct height? That I don't know. Maybe. Did I? Hold on. I don't think I did. No, I definitely did not make it at the correct height. It's supposed to be at this height, right? So... Oh, yeah, no. What? How did I... What? How did this happen? Oh, I think I made the stone part way too thick. Now that I think about it. Let's see. This is 3 and then 2. Oh, I made it 3, 3, 2. Okay. I realized my mistake now. We'll have to unfortunately fix that, though. So we need to take away 3 of these. Turn it into cobbles. So yeah, I made it 3 blocks too tall. Which might seem like not that big of a deal since it's so far distant from each other. But it is a big deal. So we need to unfortunately fix that right now. And completely redo what I just did. But since I've already designed it technically, I think it will be a lot easier and faster to do it again. So let's just see. Boom, 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 boom. Start out with all of this again. There we go. Oh, hold on. 1 second. Alright, there we go. And oh, boom, boom. Now we add this in. And I don't really need to remove the top part straight away. So I can really just copy and paste here. So we have this here, continuing like that. There we go. Boom, boom. And... then we have this here. Yeah, I need to start removing it. I think I will remember though. I think I know what I did. So we'll just remove all of this, remake it 3 blocks lower, and then hopefully just like that, I have fixed the problem here. That is what we hope for, of course. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, we need to start out here. Boom, boom, boom. Then we have this here. Boom, boom, boom. And this one right here. No, hold on. This one right here. There we go. And we do the same for this side. So like that. That. And then I believe, oh no, you face this way. There we go. That right there. And then one more right there. Okay, and I'm pretty certain just like that it is correct, so to say. These need to be stairs. Then we have slabs right on top here. There we go. And then we have the spruce being right there. Because this is of course where we are going to be walking. And that appears to be still at the same height. Because we made that of course. So yeah, that is actually correct now. And just like that I basically recreated it all immediately again. Just need to add in this part, which is also an important part of course, don't get me wrong, and maybe one of the more difficult parts of this structure, so to say, but yeah. Ding ding ding. We'll for now do this just to make my life a bit easier. There we go. Then we have a stair right there, stair right there, stair right there. It's all nicely connected. This becomes birch. And this is once again just 3 logs, like it is on the flat part as well. We'll quickly place in those. And I do believe I've now recreated it quite quickly. Although it looks a bit different this time around. And I don't exactly know why. I feel like this wasn't here a second ago. But it must have been. Okay, well, we'll leave that for now. I don't know how it feels a bit different, but it does. But I guess it's fine. Yeah, it still looks good, so it's fine. We'll add this in right here for now, just to bring that back to life. And now we kind of have this diagonal part done. Yeah, okay, let's do the other one straight away as well, so that we can really see it in its full glory. Of course, now it's kind of a bit wimpy, because this part is also missing. So I think in order to really do it justice, we need to do this part straight away as well. So we'll do this diagonal wall as well right now. And then we'll see how that all looks together. So boom, boom, boom. We're gonna add in all of these. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Nice and easy. I completely fell down or something there. I don't know what happened. Yeah, this is where you start noticing the height difference, by the way, as well. With the floor. Because now the wall actually becomes a lot taller in terms of some bricks. Like, look at the difference there. So what I will maybe do is make it like the proportions are still correct. So now, of course, like right here, maybe 40% is stone brick of this wall. Meanwhile, on this one, probably 50% will be, because it's starting lower, but still ends at the same point. So, of course, in Survive, we'll fix that by making it slope down with the ground, so that it's still percentage-wise making sense. Because then it will look good. But I'm not gonna bother with doing that in the creative world, because that's once again a lot of detailing work that just doesn't need to be done on a sketch of a building. So yeah, we're not gonna do that right now. So boom, boom, boom. And then we have the 3 little cobblestones up at the top here. And then I'm quite interested to see how this will look together with another diagonal wall. I think we could be onto a winner here, if I'm being honest. Especially when we make like maybe 1 or 2 straight ones here, and then another tower, and yeah, it just goes on and on like that. I think this could be a very cool design of the wall that we're starting to create here. So I'm quite happy with how it's starting to look. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, let's not do it like that. That is quite tedious. We'll do it just like this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm getting quite excited to build this in survival now as well. I know we still need to finish the barn, which is quite close to being finished, by the way, for those of you who are not watching the Sky or the normal series. Actually, a new episode is coming out tonight, or at least for me it's tonight, for you maybe like in the morning, I don't know. But yeah, a new episode is coming out later today, let's just say it like that. And I am super close to finishing the barn, at least the exterior, of course. So I'm quite excited about that. And I really cannot wait to start working on this whole building in survival, because this is going to be such a mega project. But I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun doing this in survival as well. Now, planning it all out will be a lot of work. I'm going to be honest on that as well. I will have to do one more stream somewhere in the future. In the near future, actually, because we also need to make like the entrance on stream still. So yeah, that I'm not going to be able to do in today's episode, or in today's live stream. But yeah, we still need to make the design for the entrance of this building as well. Otherwise, you know, I'm still not capable of actually planning everything out here, because I do need to know those kinds of measurements. But after that, if I've built that part, we can actually start working on the measurements, at least in the survival world. And we can start, by that reasoning, we can actually start working on the castle in survival. So yeah, it's getting close now. I think we will probably start working on it within this season that's being made right now of the series. So that's quite exciting, at least if you were to ask me. Because yeah, that's of course, the season is not that long anymore. So within a month we are working on this thing in survival. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. I'm hoping, of course, everyone else is also quite excited about it. But there we go. Boom, boom. I messed it up a little bit there in case you didn't notice, but that's fine. And there we go. So yeah, the survival world is gonna be starting to have this structure in it quite soon, which is really quite epic. I mean, this building is so big, we're really gonna have to plan it out quite carefully, otherwise we will run into a lot of trouble. But yeah, so far I think we're gonna be good, just because I'm quite ahead with planning everything here, so we should be fine. Anyway, we're gonna make this all happen. Then real quickly we'll have this here as well. There we go. And of course the middle part still needs to be added, so let's do that real quick. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I remember now. Was a bit confused there for a second, but we need this one here. This one here. And then we have birch. Birch. It's there. Why is that one dark? Oh, I know why that one is dark. It is because there's blocks above it, but we'll fix that in a second. Don't be too worried. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. And there we go. Okay, nice. So now I do believe I've copied the thingy-bajingy over to this side with great success. And now we start having a feeling for, you know, how a wall that's diagonal is actually going to look. I did say this before. From this angle right here, this pillar is quite chunky, I will admit to that. Of course, this part is missing, which is really damaging the frame here. But I think this is looking fine. Like, I like the you know, diagonal that we've made. And I think it's just about good at this point. Now we will have another straight right here, I think. And that one I will make right now as last thing of this stream. And then in the next one we will be making the entrance of the castle actually right next to that. Just because I need the measurements of that. Of course the shape is not going to be the same in the survival world. We might change it up completely. I don't know about that yet. But the reason why I want to have the entrance right there is just because the entrance right there will be annoying with the terrain, and I need to start working on that entrance now. So yeah, there you go. That's really the only reason there. So what we're gonna do is, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we have another pillar right here. So we're going to be building this part of the wall still. We've done this a couple of times now, so this should be quite easy to do. We'll just quickly get rid of a couple of trees here, since they're kind of in the way. So there we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. This is a really chunky tree for some reason. There we go. And we'll get rid of this one as well. Why not? There we go. Alright, and then, yeah, okay, so the thing is, we kind of have a pillar right here again as well. But I'm thinking, you know what, maybe the entrance is like enclosed within two of those pillars. I guess that would make sense. So we're going to be making that pillar right here. I was kind of thinking, you know, since the entrance is going to be right here, we might not have those pillars right there. But I guess the entrance being enclosed by two of those pillars kind of makes sense. So we're going to be having it like that. Okay, so just the standard routine here again. Go up like this. And then we're going to have to make this one all the way to that height. There we go. And now the proportions are going to be even more off because we're going lower and lower. But as I said, that is not something I'm worried about right now because we're going to fix that all in the survival world. So that is not a worry of mine. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to quickly drink a bit more yogurt, by the way. There we go. And boom, 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 boom. So yeah, a lot of work is going to have to put into this in the survival world. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously. But the fact that we at least have the rough outlines of how this is going to look and all of the actual design in place, it's going to save a lot of time with building this in survival. Because, you know, doing that in survival is already super hard, let alone on this kind of scale. So that is what is really going on here. That's why I'm happy that we're doing it like this. Because now it's quite doable. It should be doable in survival. It's going to be a huge project. It's going to take months probably. But it's doable, you know. And that's all I need. That's all I need. Because this series, I mean, if you were to calculate how much time we have left in the series, I believe every month-ish we, you know, make one season, so to say. And we are at season 7 right now, 1.6. So that means we have 15 seasons left in terms of updates. So that means we have around, what is it, 15 more months of this series, at least. And then I don't know what I will do with it. I mean, by that time, at least one more version of the game will have brought out. So we have, yeah, at least the 16 months right now of time left for this series. After that, I think it will just stop until a new version comes out. That's kind of what I'm planning, but that's so far in the future that I don't really need to worry about it, of course, yet. But I think in 16 months time we should be able to build all of this in survival. So we should be good here, we should be good. If we cannot build all of this in 16 months time, then that's quite crazy. But I think we'll be fine, I'm hoping at least. Because yeah, that is quite crazy, of course. Now, to be fair, 16 months sounds like a lot, but in each month, I mean, I do what, like 10 hours of gameplay, so it's only 160 hours of playing the game, which is still a lot. But for a building such as this, that is not even all that ridiculous. So, you know, this might become a big part of the series for a long, long time. But hey, that's fine. It is fine. As I have explained in the series itself, in the episodes, my plan is kind of to, you know, just work on this every now and then. Not all the time back to back to back. Just one episode of maybe working on this, then another on something else, then one back to this. Kind of like that, to, you know, not focus purely on building a castle during all of this, but they'll also bring a bit of life to the rest of the series. But yeah, it's gonna be a huge project. That's all I really wanted to say with all of that. I do believe we go up until this height even, right? Yes, cool. And then we have this here. There we go. And then we do the same on that side. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. There we go. That looks to be correct to me. Then we have you. And there should be a middle part here. I'm just kind of lost on where it is. Wait, what? Did I count incorrectly here? Hold on. Am I stupid or am I dumb? That's the question. Yeah, there's two middle parts here. But I swear there's a 3 wide middle here. Did I count incorrectly? That would be really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool, I did count incorrectly. So that means we are gonna have to remove this wall and redo the pillars here. Which sounds like it's quite bad, but to be fair, we can just cover up the old pillar, so it's not all that bad, it's just kind of annoying. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, there are worse things in this world, so yeah, just a small little mistake that we're gonna cover up. Boom, there we go. Oh, okay, my mouse doesn't fully accept my jitter click, but there we go. And now we go up again, and then we cover up all the other blocks as well. And then it's like it never happened. Boom, 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 boom. And go down. One more here. And then let's see, how are we gonna cover this up? I don't know. We'll do it in a second. There we go. Yeah, it's always annoying when you miscount by 1, I guess. But as I said, there's not much I can do about it. And it happens. As long as I make sure that this doesn't happen in the survival world, we'll be fine. Because, yeah, if that happens in the survival world, like I miscount by 1 block, we're gonna have a big problem. Because that is just pain in of itself. So yeah, I'm hoping that will not happen. And I'm gonna make really sure that it doesn't happen, I guess. Anyway, there we go. Now it is actually all in the correct place. So let's redo this part, just like so. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And now we do this like that. There, that wasn't too rough. Alright, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And now it is actually 2 blocks centered. How beautiful is that? We'll do this and we'll do this. There we go. Quickly drop back here. Do this here. We are gonna have torches on top of that because of the light glitches that otherwise happen. Then cobblestone right here. There. And can I place it like that? I actually can. How beautiful. How beautiful. Oh, not like that. Hold on. There we go. There we go. No, how do I keep on doing that? There we go. And then we have some little spruce blocks right here. Of course, these walls are not as extremely looking as the walls of this thing are. I mean, these towers are quite special. We have a lot more detail going on with this wood part as well. These are just small little special places, right? That just bring it a bit more to life. It's not a flat wall. It has a bit more life than that, you know? That's really all that it needs. And that is all, yeah, that needs to be done to it to make it feel good, so to say. So I'm happy with how this is looking now. There we go. And now I want to quickly add all of this here also. So we're going to be going on top at this height. There we go. Because, you know, this is still the walkway that also needs to be here. So there we go. There we go. All right. Then of course there's going to be more of the pillar here, but we run into a bit of a more trouble when we come to this wall, because here it is of course diagonal, and the diagonal will actually have a lot less space going on, since yeah, if we're going to be making it correctly, this should also be the diagonal the same on this side, which means we enter here, right? And then we have 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And then it's kind of shaped like that. So then we would also have a pillar here. Because, you know, the inside of the castle also needs to look good. By the way, this is not just the outside that we're going to be making look good. This is in a line here. So that means that that is basically the same pillar. So the width of this is going to be like that. Because, you know, that is how it is. And then we need to follow the same shape here, which is, I believe, just 2, 2 again. So 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. There we go. Oh, no. This one is like that. That one is like that. There we go. And then if we were to add this pillar here, this should actually match up to itself. Yes, nice. Okay, so this is the width that we will be having on the side or the castle walls, walkway, so to say, on the diagonal parts. So it is probably a little bit less wide, I would assume, than the straight ones that are not diagonal. But it's not actually all that bad either. Like, there's more than enough space here, let's be real. But of course, this one is a full 11 blocks wide, so that is a bit of a different story. Although, I guess the wall would be here as well. Yeah, it's a bit wider. It's not that much wider. It's a bit wider though. Okay, let's also add in the last detail here, which is not the easiest one, to be honest. But I think it's gonna be like this. Now, now we have the diagonal thing again going on. I think we're gonna be having it like this, to make it sort of match up with what was going on the other side. Or on the straight ones. And then we just kind of have that there. Would that make sense? I mean, it's already not symmetrical right now. Oh, goodness gracious me. Let's get rid of that real quick. There we go. How did I manage to not make them match up? Hold on. Boom, boom, there we go. And now we kind of just have that there, I guess. We could have this here. I don't dislike that. Yeah. I guess this is fine. I mean, we could have this here as well. Although, maybe not. I don't know. How does this look? Let's see. We also need to fix the light level on this one. So let's grab some more torches. And get rid of you. Place torches there. There we go. Otherwise it will be looking funky wonky and we don't want that. There we go. A lot better. Alright, so I think this is fine. I mean, it is of course not completely the same as that one because it's not straight. But I guess it's okay. I kind of like the way it's looking right now. Although you cannot really see these ones. So maybe we just need to bring them forward a bit more. So we kind of just have it like this instead. And then we do have them here. How would that look? So then we do have this all in place right here. And of course get rid of that one. And then we kind of have this here, this here, this here. How would that look? No, that also that looks worse. It's also still not symmetrical now for some reason. How do I keep on messing that part up? I mean, that should be the easiest thing here to make it symmetrical. But for some reason I am incapable of doing that. Yeah, no, I like the previous thing more. We'll just keep it nice and simple. Let's also see. I need to quickly get rid of all of these slabs and just place the slabs that are actually required here, which are of course these ones, and get all of the other problems out of my head here. There we go. And then we have slab. Do we do it there or do we do it here? I do it here. I think do it there is good. So then we have slab, block, stair. Yay, I actually made it to stream. Hey, welcome, Bay. Welcome. Oh, I have some bad news. We're nearing the end of the stream, but you did make it. So, welcome to the stream. As you can see, I will quickly showcase what we've been doing in today's stream. This is, of course, what we made in the last live stream. We made this tower, and I've been working on the walls in today's stream, and I'm quite happy with how it's looking. Basically, the idea is that we will have 10 blocks, then a pillar, 10 blocks, then a pillar, and that goes on and on until a new tower is reached, which will not always be at the same length. But yeah, I do really like the way these walls are looking so far, so I'm happy with that. And then I started experimenting with making them diagonal as well, which I'm also really quite satisfied with. So there we have it looking like this. And then it goes diagonal into a straight. So that's kind of the idea here. But yeah, as I said, we're kind of closing in on the end here. I think we're gonna keep it like that. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Because, yeah, I'm quite satisfied with the progress we made in today's episode. And also, I'm starting to run out of creative juice for building. Like, I cannot build for hours on end without just running out of, yeah, I don't know, inspiration or anything like that. I don't know why, but that's kind of how it works. I get into a flow of building, and then I build really quite good for a little while, and then I just run out. I cannot do it anymore, and I'm getting close to that point now. Oh well, it's looking amazing. Glad I could make it for the last bit. Yes, thank you, by the way, thank you. At least you've seen a little bit, right? But yeah, we're gonna be doing this real quick as well. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, now my creative juices are starting to run out, so I'm quite happy with what we've done here, what we've managed to accomplish, should say. And what I'm planning to do in the next stream is make the entrance of the castle, because that also needs to be done still, of course. That will be going right here. And after that, we're actually ready to start planning it out in survival. So we're getting really quite close to, you know, starting to work on this in survival, which to me is quite exciting. It's gonna be a long time before we actually start building it all and stuff like that. But at least the planning out can almost start to begin. So that is quite exciting to me. Anyway, we're going to be making these. These are just the same as the other ones were, because this is actually the straight part. So there we go. There we go. And now we really get a feeling for how it's going to look when we have like multiple diagonals. I think I want at least 3 diagonals and then a straight one. And then maybe another 3 diagonals like that. So it kind of dents in like this. I think that could be quite cool. But as I said, we're going to do all that kind of planning in survival. Because, you know, this is not the same world. So planning it out right now is kind of dumb anyway. But we can really start getting a feeling for all of this now. Like from further away. Since there's so many walls in place. And of course these walls are super flat still. And we're gonna leave them like that, because I don't really see a reason to do that in creative. But just imagine these walls looking like that as well. I think, yeah, I'm getting quite happy with how this castle is starting to look. It just needs to be way bigger, of course, but that will do in survival. But yeah, the general look of it, I'm thinking I'm quite satisfied with it for now. Yep. It's starting to look quite epic, so to say. We're still a long way off of being finished, but that's fine. But yeah, as I said, I am quite low on energy for building at this point, so I'm gonna start stopping the stream now. But yeah, I'm a happy boy with this result that we've been with the result of this live stream. I'm actually starting to get tired in my head now as well. Anyway, later today there will actually be an episode of the Minecraft series coming out. We'll be working more on the barn again. I of course already made the episode, so I know what's gonna happen. That one, we got really far with the barn. Like, the barn is almost finished, so that's a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, that one comes out in, what is it? 4 hours. So yeah, later today that will be dropping as well, which is quite cool, I suppose. But for now, I'm satisfied with this stream. I'm really happy with the progress we made. I'm super happy with the way the walls are starting to look, and I cannot wait to start working on this in the survival world. Next stream, I don't know when it's gonna be. Maybe next Sunday. I don't know. I cannot make any promises. I want to try and do another live stream as soon as possible, because I do need to finish this design off. But yeah, next stream we'll be working on the entrance and maybe some extra bits and bobs as well, if I have, you know, the time and energy for that. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna have to end the live stream right here. I do hope you all enjoyed it, at least all the parts you've seen of it. And I want to thank you all, of course, very much for watching. So for now, yeah, I guess I will see you all in the next one, or in the video that comes out tonight. So for now, goodbye.